Hello everyone. Today I'm very pleased to present our work, IntentionAR, an intention-driven camera projector system for AR assembly guidance. Augmented reality has been widely used for assembly guidance. Compared to traditional manuals or videos, AR can overlay 3D instructions directly onto the physical workspace, help beginners complete unfamiliar assembly tasks. However, existing AR assembly systems still face several critical limitations. First, nonlinear workflows. Real-world assembly often has multiple valid next steps, but traditional step-by-step systems cannot handle this flexibility. Second, detection after action guidance. Most systems detect assembly state only after a part is picked or installed, meaning errors are corrected reactively rather than prevented. Third, hand-part interaction ambiguity. Hands frequently occlude objects and bounding boxes overlap, making 2D detection unreliable for inferring user intention. Here we show the hardware setup of our system. Above the workspace, we mount a camera projector device. The camera captures real-time images of the assembly area and the user's hand interactions, serving as the main visual input to the system. The projector provides spatial augmented reality feedback by directly projecting guidance information onto the physical workspace, such as highlighting candidate parts or indicating correct and incorrect selections. For visualization, our system supports multiple display devices, such as a phone, a head-mounted display, or a desktop monitor. These devices render AR guidance animations to help users understand the assembly process from different viewpoints. All sensor data is processed on a computing platform which runs the perception, intention, inference, and state management modules and sends the results back to the display devices in real time. Here we show the overall workflow of our IntentionAR system. First, in the upper left, we have the camera projector view. A top-mounted camera continuously captures the workspace, including the assembly parts and the user's hand interactions. The detected objects are then passed to the intention inference module, the core component of our system. Here, hand pose estimation is performed to reconstruct the 3D joint positions of the user's hand. Based on the hand's joint directions, the system computes an interaction probability distribution in 3D space, which is continuously updated over time. This allows the system to predict which object the user is most likely intending to pick up. Once the interaction target is inferred, it is sent to the assembly state machine, which performs several key functions. It verifies whether the selected part is valid under the current assembly state. It updates the assembly state and selects the corresponding tracking model. It determines the next available parts for installation. The system then updates two output modules. First, tracking model update ensures accurate AR registration. It aligns the virtual model with the physical objects. Second, AR guidance is displayed on the display device and projected onto the workspace. This provides real-time guidance to the user. The system highlights the correct parts or indicates the next installation step. In real assembly scenarios, there are two major challenges caused by hand-object interaction. First, relying only on bounding box IOU overlap can lead to incorrect intention recognition. As shown on the left, even when the user intends to pick a specific object, the hand may overlap more with a different object. This causes the system to infer the wrong target. Second, occlusion can cause object detection to fail entirely, as shown on the right. When the hand partially or fully blocks the object, the detector may miss the object or produce unstable results. These limitations make traditional 2D detection methods unreliable for intention inference. First, we estimate the 3D hand pose to obtain the positions and orientations of the hand joints. Based on the palm direction, we project interaction directions from the hand into the workspace. We then accumulate interaction probabilities in 3D space, forming a probability heat map that highlights the region where the user is most likely to interact. As shown in the middle figure, the heat map concentrates around the intended object. Because this method relies on the 3D hand pose rather than visible object regions, it remains robust even when the object is partially occluded, as shown on the right. This allows the system to accurately infer the target object. Next, we introduce our dynamic object tracking module. As the assembly progresses, the geometry and appearance of the object continuously change when new parts are installed. Using a single static model would lead to tracking errors. To address this, we predefine a tracking model for each assembly state. When the assembly state updates, the system dynamically switches to the corresponding model while preserving the previous pose as initialization. This enables stable and continuous tracking throughout the entire assembly process, ensuring accurate alignment between the virtual guidance and the physical object. We can provide real-time AR guidance during the assembly process. In the upper left, we show the camera view, where the system observes the workspace and detects candidate parts. In the upper right, we show the user view, capturing the real interaction during assembly. In the lower left, we show the virtual AR model, which highlights the target part and its correct placement. Finally, in the lower right, we show the display device view, where the AR guidance animation is presented to the user, indicating where and how to install the part. In this experiment, the task was to place several parts on a tabletop. Participants were instructed to point to or pick up the specified part based on on-screen prompts. The system needs to recognize the target object that the user intends to interact with. We compared two methods. Baseline method, this method detects the 2D bounding boxes of the hand and the object, determining the interaction target by calculating the overlap of the bounding boxes. IntentionAR method. This method uses 3D hand pose estimation and probabilistic modeling to infer the user's intended interaction. To ensure fairness, both methods use the same detection model in experimental setup. We evaluated the methods using two main metrics. Task completion time. This measures the time taken from the user's initiation of interaction to the successful recognition of the target. Recognition accuracy. This measures the proportion of correctly identified targets by the system. We are comparing the baseline method and our IntentionAR method in terms of task completion time. On the left, we show the completion time distribution. Here, the orange curve represents the baseline method and the blue curve represents the IntentionAR method. We can see that IntentionAR significantly reduces task completion time with a peak density around 30 seconds. In contrast, the baseline method has a broader distribution with a higher peak around 60 seconds. On the right, we show the completion time versus success-failure distribution. Each point represents the completion time for a participant. Blue dots indicate successful trials using IntentionAR, while orange dots indicate the baseline method. As shown, IntentionAR consistently results in faster task completion, and the number of failures is lower compared to the baseline, highlighting its superior performance. IntentionAR has an average completion time of 29.94 seconds, significantly faster than the 66.72 seconds for the baseline method. The statistical analysis shows a large effect with a significant p-value, confirming the effectiveness of IntentionAR in improving task completion speed. In Study 2, we evaluate our system in a complete assembly task and compare it with the traditional baseline method. As shown in the box plots on the left, task completion time is significantly reduced. Participants finish the task in about 350 seconds compared to 500 seconds with the baseline. This demonstrates a clear improvement in efficiency. For assembly errors, both methods show similar results, with around 2 errors on average. This means the improved efficiency does not come at the cost of increased mistakes. For unresolvable errors, our method performs better. The number decreases from about 1.5 to 0.5, helping users avoid critical mistakes that could stop the assembly process. Overall, these results show that our system improves efficiency while maintaining reliability, making it more suitable for real-world assembly tasks. This slide presents the subjective measures from Study 2, comparing the baseline method and IntentionAR across several dimensions. For system usability scale, IntentionAR slightly outperforms the baseline method. Although the difference is not large, participants rated IntentionAR higher, indicating a more user-friendly experience. For task load index, IntentionAR shows a clear improvement. Participants using IntentionAR scored around 37.6, while the baseline scored 63.9. This shows that IntentionAR significantly reduced the cognitive and physical workload. For pragmatic quality, IntentionAR received higher scores, indicating it was perceived as more practical and effective. For hedonic quality, IntentionAR again outperformed the baseline, showing a more enjoyable and engaging user experience. Finally, in terms of user engagement, participants rated IntentionAR higher, showing greater engagement during the assembly task. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us via email or visit the provided link for more detailed information. Thank you very much for your attention.